All right, welcome back. Every month in this column, I'll pick two charts, one futures chart, one currency chart in a 90-minute time frame, and then we will follow it live for the month and then review it at the end of the month and see what we can learn. I'm going to take these markets and structure them with some basic methods, just stuff you can learn in the blogs, just swings and gaps. Okay, and then we'll structure it. The whole idea is to take this, make some sense out of it, and get a connection to the market. We never want the method to, we never want to rely on it to tell us what to do. Right? We want to make that connection to the market, get the rhythm, make our own decisions. And so basically, the first place I start is new highs. Right, I'm going to look for my major swing. You can go back to the blog post and learn that. I'm going to look for my major swing. So I have swing. A new high confirms a new low. I'm going to look at the reaction leg. That's going to be my major swing. So I'm defining major as the largest reaction leg in your frame, and this happens to be my frame. So we can see we went about that big, we went about that big, and that's a continued behavior. And if you dot the lines, you can see how we ain't doing that anymore. Okay, next thing I can do is look for my minor swings along the way. What's my minor swing? Same thing, a new high confirms a new low. The minor swing is going to be the next largest reaction leg. So I can see I have swings here, swing here, swing here, swing here. And this, when they're pulling back at about the same length, it's showing some kind of an organization to the market. So for instance, you can see as price was heading down, we have swing, swing, swing. And so this helps get in tune with the market. So we can see what price did here. Price was swinging about yay big. Price was swinging about yay big. It tried, it stopped. It ain't doing that anymore. Right? We can notice little things like this outside bar, sellers, right? You get a feel. They hit it, they knocked it down, they couldn't make a new low, out the other side. Okay. Now, as we get here, we're not only going to, the same way I followed this down, like this, well, we're going to follow this down the same way, whatever size swings it's making. Right now, it's making a swing about this big. And so as it moves, anytime it turns up, I'm just going to make a projection and use that as a reference point. It looks like it's making a swing that big. I mean, right away I'm already learning something. The market tends to move in these swings. And if price makes a new low here, I will keep doing the same thing and observing it. So while I'm here, let's keep getting a handle on this because I'm doing my work here because I'm liable to be trading this month. So that's my major swing. This is my major swing projection. This is my swings going down into it. If I want to add one more level to this, I can look at the biggest, ugliest bar on the board, right? Look at the size of this gap. They pretty much threw them off the cliff right there. Whoosh. That becomes a reference point, not a statistic, it's a reference point. This is where a decision was made to blast them somewhere in all of this coil here, right? And blast up through the high. And now price is swinging back, testing, and it's playing around. I don't know if it will change or not. So this is pretty much my map. I'm going to add a median line to this, show me a path of price, and that's it. So let's follow the blues, follow the grays. If price makes a new low, then this will become my major reaction leg. See, I don't know what price will do, and that's the best place to start our trading. We don't know. So this is my map, and we'll see what we can learn. Now let's go switch and look at oil. Alright, 90-minute oil. Okay, so what we want to do here, we're just going to map this simply. Again, I want to get a feel for buyers and sellers, not have some number tell me what to do. I mean, automatically, when I see this chart, here's what I see. Automatically, I see these swings press, sellers hit it and try, sellers hit it, zoom, crack, return to the other side and run, right? You see how just this one simple box can help us get oriented to something price is doing. All right, so let's start here. Let's just make this our frame. Same thing applies. Go to the mapping the major swing here. The largest reaction leg. Yeah, it looks like my largest reaction leg is going to be my major. All right. And so the next thing I'll do is look for my minor. What's the next largest? It's about like this. All right, so right away I've got minors and majors mapped. Now get a feel for this. All right, get a feel for this. Get a feel for this market. Let's do this. Because trading is more than just doing this mechanical mapping. This is a start. All right, we want to develop a connection to this market. These are just tools to tell us. See, we got to swing. We got to swing. It's about yay big. Price comes up. See, that's quite organized behavior. New low. I measure it again. New low. And so we're seeing something going on. I'm getting a rhythm to how this market's moving, right? It's going like that in a very organized way, and then this expanded a little bit. Right? This leg went farther down. And now, see, we switch. So this switches, and now I can turn around. This becomes the last swing broke. Okay? And I can use this last swing broke to project anytime price is coming off. Now there are other little swings going on, but we don't need to look at every swing. I'm just looking at majors and minors. Alright, so it looks like we found that rhythm. See, this is how we use our tools. This is how median lines work. Alright, so that's where we're at with oil. Okay, so we're getting a feel for this guy. It came down, made a new high. It's making major highs and lows. And pulled back, and now this guy is kind of stalling right there. I want to keep learning from this chart. So let's look. I have see a very big gap here. I'm going to notice that this particular gap did a type 1 push trade. This gap held, so that's very interesting. Alright, so moving forward, I'm going to just be projecting this out. So we're going to see if this red holds or this blue holds. Now if this red cracks, see, I don't know. If this red cracks and starts swinging, then we're going to turn around and measure this way. Okay. But in the meantime, we have this funky outside bar barely touching the high up there. And what we can do, another way we can frame this market, right? We just want to frame it so we can understand it. I'm going to go swing to swing. So I'll just grab maybe swing, swing, turn that into a modified shift. It looks like it's capturing price pretty well. You know, you can always come down to the low here. Don't get too crazy about it, right? These are tools. Don't get used by your tools. We're going to use this tool as a reference point. All right, we're going to use this tool as a reference point. So that's basic mapping. All right, that's basic mapping. We're going to start with that and then let Price teach you.